I think one common mistake that a lot of people do is saying it's good for China. It's good for China. So people watch a movie that's Chinese and they say, oh, that was a good movie for a Chinese movie. And for me, that doesn't cut it. That doesn't make sense to me. Do you understand? A movie is a movie. It shouldn't be, oh, because it's a Chinese movie, there's lower standards. It's to understand that the level of quality of work does not differ in different countries. A lot of us may be already thinking, everyone's like, China's the next market. China's the next superpower. China's this and China's that. Okay, there's a lot of money to be made there. Okay, sure. But you cannot lose the integrity of what you do and what you represent for money. And at the same time, if China is going to become the next superpower or the next place to make business happen, then we cannot be working at a barometer of saying this is good for China. Everything has to be good on an international level. And only then will we be able to be standing proud and say this is Chinese made. The reason why I'm saying this is because when I started Clot in, I don't even remember, man, 15 years ago, I remember something very, 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 very alarming to me is I said, we're made in China. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's horrible. I said, what do you mean? Why is made in China bad? They're like, oh, all these products are getting recalled in America and there's baby products have lead in them or blah, 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 blah. So everything that I've been doing, I've been trying to be made in China, creatively designed in China. Everything is from a Chinese perspective. People ask me, hey, what are you? I'm actually born in Canada, but I tell people I'm Chinese because you can't deny the fact that I'm Chinese. Look at me. I mean, so I say I'm born in Canada, but I'm Chinese. So when people think I say made in China or this we're based in China and it gives them a bad stigmatism, I have to be very aware of everything that I do and everything that I say so that if someone from an international level is looking at the product that we're making or looking at the creative designs or the ideas that we're coming out of, we can be proud to say that, yeah, this is made in China. The first time I ever went to Nike, I told them, hey, we need a shoe. We need to make a shoe. And they're like, oh, well, you're a Hong Kong-based company. We've never done products from Hong Kong. And I said, half your shoes are made in China. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how can you not give us a voice in the international market when you rely on our people to make half of your product? It took me 3 years to keep showing them what we do, showing them that we're not at a lower level than other creatives. So now, 10 years later, we're still making Nike shoes. We've made 6 pairs of Nike shoes, and our company is now signed to a Nike deal. And that took perseverance, and that took really, 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 really hard work. And quite honestly, every time we make something, although 70% of the people that buy it are Chinese, we don't think of it that way. We think of making a good product. Now, good product, it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if you're in Brazil. It doesn't matter if you're in Russia. It doesn't matter if you're in Ethiopia. A good product will sell itself. It doesn't have to say made where, made where, made where. So I think the importance of all of you guys is to understand that everything that we do, we should be doing it for an international level. I know that a lot of you might return back to China and work, and you might start falling under that same stigmatism, but that is wrong. I'm telling you right now, it's wrong because, I hate it when people say, oh, yo, look, these rappers the hip-hop is really big in China right now. And they're like, oh, this Chinese rap album is good for China. And it's like, what do you actually mean by that? They're like, oh, well, the beat sounds like it's 6 years old, but, if you actually listen to hip-hop, and I go, then that's wrong, and that's not good. And I'm not trying to disrespect these people, but I'm trying to say that we live in a very small world now, Like, we can take a plane. I'm taking a plane tonight. I'm going to Shanghai, and I'll be there in 10 hours, and I'm doing another job, but it doesn't make my sense of quality level change at all. We have to keep knowing what's good and keep bringing what's good so that in China, in 10, 15, 20, 50 years, whenever it really is our time to step up to the plate, we already are trained in offering quality level products or quality level thinking, not judged on the level of what's good in China. You know, like another good example of that is hip hop music. I've been doing hip hop music for 10, 15 years, and now all of a sudden it's super popular in China. So that's an example of my perseverance and my belief in my work. And, you know, I think one of the most important things I've ever learned is if you find a job that you love, you really don't have to work anymore, because, you know, every day I wake up and I'm doing work. Yeah, I'm doing work. I'm consulting for this brand. I'm recording this song. I'm designing the shoe. But it's not really work to me. It's because it's something that I love. It's something that I'm passionate for. It's something that I want to tell the world. So I think what's most important also that I wanted to tell you is, you know, it might be that tech is really in right now, or, I don't know, basketball or something, right? And you're like, oh, I'm going to go to that market and try to make some money. 9 out of 10 times you will lose, because you're only trying to do it for finance. Finance is secondary. Passion is first. Because, like I said, if you have passion for something, no matter how hard it is, it's all worth it. But if you're just trying to look for a dollar bill, there's a lot of places you can find easy money. But if you're trying to do something for 10 to 15 years, or for your lifetime, if you go into an industry that is only because there's money, or my mother told me to go do it, I feel sorry for you, because you're going to have a horrible life. And every day you wake up, you're going to have to be looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're going to be sad. So I think another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is to believe in yourself and to believe in your dreams, and really, you know, find your own groove and stick to it, believe in it. And no matter if you're doing it in America, or if you're doing it in China, or if you're doing it in Japan, just do it at the same quality level. Do not, because other people are working at a lower standard or a lower level thinking, go down to that level so that you can, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it. It's something that I've never done. I've never bent over for anybody. And I think, you know, the willpower of yourself will be the testament of Chinese people for the next 50 to 100 years. And I think that we are the most important people right now in the world, because we have a great chance, and we have one of the largest nations. We're becoming more and more important on the international level. I believe one day we really will be maybe the most influential, most powerful country in the world. But it's up to you guys, really. I mean, I'm 37. I'm old. So you guys are the young ones. So hopefully you guys can really follow your dreams, understand what the level of quality is, and keep at it. And it's really our moment to either lose it or take it. And I hope we can take it, because, like I said, I'm Chinese. I'm born in Canada, but I fully believe I'm Chinese. I might not speak the best Mandarin, but I definitely know my culture and my roots, and I hopefully you guys remember where you came from and what you represent and what you can do to make our nation or our people better. So that's really all I have to say today. You know, I'm just trying to be inspiring for you.